there was the iPhone XS, there's the iPhone XS Max, and there's the iPhone XR. Apple's releasing its third iPhone of the fall. The iPhone XR costs less than the XS and XS Max, and it's also in the middle of the two phones in size. Although it has the same processor, it doesn't have a second camera on the back, but a lot of the stuff seems similar. And we've got an iPhone XR right here in white that I got to review, and I'm going to unbox it for you. Now keep in mind, when I get a review unit, they are wrapped up, but the box itself is not sealed, so you'll see that when I open it up. But here we go. This is what's inside the iPhone XR box. Packaging looks pretty similar. 256 gigabyte is the capacity on this one. It actually goes from 64 to 128 to 256. So each one has its own little color scheme on the box. White is silver type design. And let's open it up. Now, pretty similar to other iPhone boxes. They're designed by Apple in California. Paperwork, and inside here is the XR, wrapped in plastic, so let's take care of that slowly. There's the white glass back. This is also available in black. It's also available in coral, blue, yellow, and red. So a lot of color choices. Take that off. All right, let's put that off to the side. And this has an LCD display and aluminum sides versus the steel side on the iPhone XS or X and XS Max. It kind of feels like a hybrid between the 8/8 Plus and the iPhone X. It does have a front-facing Face ID True Depth camera. Also in the box, same 5-watt phone charger as always, wired Lightning earpods as always, no headphone adapter for 3.5. This started happening with the iPhone XS, so just a heads up, you're gonna have to buy that separately. Frustrating because there is no headphone jack on this phone. And Lightning cable. You can also charge the iPhone XR wirelessly. So let's turn it on. Take a little quick guided tour. So power button on the side. The feel of this phone really does feel like it's in between the XS and the XS Max, or the 8 and the 8 Plus. So the hand feel is pretty good. It doesn't feel like it's pushing against the edges of my palm where I feel like the 8 Plus always did. It is bigger than the 8, so it's a tweener size. I think it kind of feels like the Pixel 3 XL. We'll do some comparisons. So looking at the display, it's got the same edge-to-edge type feel, though it's LCD, curved edges around the corners, and the cutout for True Depth. You can see the bezels here are a little bit bigger, noticeably so, than the iPhone XS and XS Max. Anyway, there's a number of steps in order to set this up. But the phone feels good. It feels a little bit thicker than the iPhone XS and XS Max. It is a little bit thicker. The sides of it you can see here is the SIM card slot. This also supports dual SIM. That's coming in a software update where the second SIM is an eSIM, so you can add 2 SIMs to it, make sure that your phone is unlocked versus being a locked model. Power button over here, and if you go to the other side, the volume buttons, the silence rocker. On the bottom, here are the speaker holes. There's Lightning. Now if you're really into details, the iPhone XS and XS Max had a little asymmetrical design here. This doesn't have that because that had an extra antenna element on the XS and XS Max. This does not. This is LTE Advanced. It does not have the extra gigabit LTE that the XS and XS Max have, but still LTE Advanced should give you equivalent network speeds to what you could get last year. The glass back, a word on that, Apple says the durability on this is better than the iPhone X, but not quite the durability of the XS and XS Max. Stay tuned for drop testing in the future. The front glass is the same as the XS and XS Max, which is great news because the XS took a lot of drops before it finally broke. We'll have to see how this one handles. This is also water resistant. It's not quite to 2 meters, it's 1 meter, but it can take spills, it can do all of that. Again, one of the things is how it handles portrait photos using that single rear lens. Stay tuned for a lot more as we test this.